Happy Monday, everyone. A couple of our co-hosts.
We're live. We're live.
Yeah, well, we weren't when you were initially talking, but we are now. Good to see everyone in here, family.
What's going on, fam?
Sunshine. Oh, whoa. Okay, get him in here. Get him in here.
What's up?
They got in here fast. Yeah.
I was wrapping up a walk.
Literally at the exact same time. Yeah. They got it.
Oh, Warner, your camera's
I was wrapping up a
blurry,
walk.
blurry.
It's
focus
blurry.
Focus that, Tom. Yeah.
No, it's not a camera issue. It's just joining still, probably.
Chad joining. Okay.
No, it's not a camera.
What is good? What up, True?
There it goes.
What's up, guys?
Bells. Life
How's everyone feeling?
Rain Max is stopping at the perfect time to go play basketball in like 45 minutes.
Garrett,
So,
you're T-minus 5 days, 6 days, right?
It's the final countdown.
The offer count's second. It's officially the offer count's been won for a few years, but it's soon gonna be
the next Money Monday. You will be a married man.
Yes,
that is true.
For real.
This is the last Money Monday.
That is the ultimate test if you'll make the Money Monday from Thailand.
Are we doing a wedding stream? That's a real question.
Oh fuck yeah! At some point, yeah.
I figured we would. Yeah,
at some point. Yeah.
I was texting Miles. We have to do a pod all suited up in the getting ready room at some quick 15
even
minutes.
Even if it's quick, just okay.
That actually would be a good.
It'd be so lit.
I'm down to do it even for.
There's gonna be so much content, especially. Especially
up,
once
y'all?
the reception starts.
Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Let us know what Amazon questions we can answer. All that. Doing a little bit of a banter here. We also got the free class going down on Wednesday, so make sure you guys are coming to that. And life is good. Life's good.
This dude posted a video on Twitter day one. Nike ungated first try. So many lessons in there. So many lessons.
It is unfortunate. You see the person who keeps complaining about the ungate, they just can't get it. The guy who's just I'll rip it, see what happens. They get it every time.
It's divine.
I don't know what it is.
That's the universe reciprocating.
The ungates can smell fear. They can smell fear.
They literally.
Well, yeah, it's the guy complaining about the fact that he can't get ungated is the guy that doesn't have the profile picture.
Yep.
Whose name is something like, Amazon FBA seller 23 or something like that. And just nobody knows who he is. So it's
there's spiritual
direct correlation.
To all of this. There's spiritual factors to everything here. Like when you're really locked in, you get extra labels out of the thing, or you just get more FBM buy box share.
What's the best sourcing method? Somebody had that question. What do you guys think?
Storefront stalking and retail arbitrage if you're a beginner. That is not going to be the case forever, but it's by far the most simple way to start getting some points on the board is go to all your local discount stores, scan as many things as you can.
Especially from like an online arbitrage perspective, it just makes logical sense, right? All the information's quickly and easily digestible right in front of you. You have immediate access to the sales rank, immediate access to the buy box, Amazon in and out of stock, immediate access to all the decisions that you can make, qualifying decisions very quickly, as opposed to with no experience trying to source through the Nike.com site without the buy box, without the Amazon listing privy to you, without the sales rank. It just makes a whole lot more sense to have a consolidated data point so you can always reverse back to 5, 6, 7 different sites.
Jules.
Yep.
Jules body.
I like the energy, Jules. Does regating ever happen? I've only seen regating happen twice ever. Nike like 4 years ago, Adidas like 3 weeks ago. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. And they were both accidental. It was both just like reclassifying the brand on some listings, but in a dollar sign.
Yeah, was the Adidas thing?
It wasn't even on purpose. Yeah.
So the Adidas like gating, did people get? Was that just a glitch? Like what happened there?
More or less. A lot of the listings, like the data, the Amazon changed the brand to $ Adidas, and then you had to ungate that as well. Same thing happens with Nike, but
and it made everyone
just an ungating. Yeah, everyone forgot how to ungate all of a sudden.
Literally, like I'm getting dudes who did 75 in December asking. I'm like, brother, like you've done this 26 times. Like it's gonna be the same thing number 27. Like this 27th brand is gonna be the same thing, brother. Like,
but even if they meant to do it, it makes sense, right? I mean, it's a good audit perspective for them to kind of like filter out anyone that's not actually receiving invoices and documentation and stuff.
Yeah, I'm totally down. Like if you're doing it by the book, you get it ungated.
The people who are legit make more money from it. If only they were doing the beauty stuff.
Drew said he just hit 1K in sales today. He said, let's go FBA roadmap. So it looks like he is a roadmap.
Oh, Drew.
What's up, Drew?
So Drew was vaping in the coaching call.
Oh.
last week. So we did have to lay down the law. We
Him?
did have to lay
I
down-
thought you were gonna tell me it was the guy at the Miami.
I
that
thought you were
was
gonna say the
vaping.
guy at
Yeah.
Miami Sellers too.
Oh, I
I
thought
heard
that's
about
what
that.
I was hoping.
No,
I was
I
hoping.
did have to lay out. I did have to lay down the law a little bit on my boy.
That's so funny.
Wow. The dude asked such a serious question. Miles says, well, first and foremost, you got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
We could do a public good at some point if you can
Yeah.
prove that you have quit the vape, then we'll give you a product lead or something.
Yeah. Oh, facts. Yeah. But the key is
Sell
that
the
you
Xbox and quit the vape.
you need to be so involved in the mission that you don't even notice the vape there. Like you got 1,200 FBMs going out tomorrow. Like your wife's about to kick you out of the house because you're prepping on the table like you can't eat. Like your entire net worth is deployed at Kohl's right now.
Miles, your neck is looking a little sunburn over there.
Nope. It's we do this every single time.
I knew he was gonna be like, nope,
We do
I don't
this
get
every
something.
single time, right? You're telling me that's not
The neck is a little red, a little
It's a little
feverish.
bit. It's
just
not.
a little
I wouldn't
feverish
be worried
red.
about it.
bro. Just look. Quit vaping a year ago. I'll take the lead. All right, hit the DMs, Christopher. Hit the DMs. Y'all are way too harsh. No vape. I mean, it's bad.
Is Chris Grant? Is Chris
It is a
Grant
little
talking
bit of a
about
hot
upper
take in
decking a
2020.
Zin? What planet?
Yeah,
What planet are we on?
Yeah. Upper deck is in. Okay.
Chris is ripping Zins. All right. Sweet. Yeah, Chris, is there a tool to look up an ASIN if the variation's out of stock? Yeah, Chris, it's the variation wizard on Seller Central. Like punch in one of the ASINs that does exist. I'll show you all the out of stock ones. Affiliate link for sunscreen.
Hit
Hit
250K in
sales.
sales yesterday.
Dang,
Coming up on my
good stuff,
first year
John.
selling on Amazon. That's awesome, John. Yeah,
That's a
good
great
for you,
first
bud.
year.
Congrats.
That is a great first
Wait,
year.
Miles,
That is
put up
way
that-
better than mine.
John's profile pic.
Oh yeah, that's easy money, right? That's my dog.
Yeah,
that's,
that's
I took him from ground one in the coaching program a year
That's
ago.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I remember he joined right when I got to Miami, and I was like, "Ooh, Southeast PA. Oh my God, sneaker kit like that. I mean, that's like the perfect. Like, you can't get anything better than that. Like,
Have
I
you been-
knew for a fact I was gonna make him rich,
The real question is, how have you been holding up without Wi-Fi down there without Dan?
dude. It's like when you go to college and it's like campus is empty because you're there on break. I swear to God, yeah, literally, I swear to God.
He's been gone what, a week?
No, 3 days, brother, 3 days. Yeah.
How long is he gone for?
Until that
Well,
weekend.
after the wedding, man. Yeah, but luckily I'm
Oh,
vacating
wow.
the premise too in 72 hours for the wedding too.
Are you flying into Jersey or Philly?
I'm going to Philly, obviously. Yeah.
And then Uber and then going straight to Wi-Fi's?
No, I'm going to my crib. I'm going to parents' crib. Yeah. I've been banned from 2 websites and accounts deleted. How would you deal with that? Okay, Pedro. So good work. That means you're finding good inventory, right? From here, right, it means you need to get a little fancy in regards to testing out different information, different payment information, maybe trying out Google Pay, Apple Pay, incognito tab. Get a little creative around the information you're using with that stuff, man. And basically you want to isolate the variable that's causing the cancels, which is going to take several tries, but is totally worth it because that's work other people won't do.
Yeah, I mean, Pedro, the fact of the matter is most times, most sites, it's not that they don't want your money. It's just they're just trying to protect. They have systems and protocols in place to protect their consumers, right? It's just like a bunch of fraud detection programs. So like Miles was saying, start to work through all the variables at play, whether it be your shipping address, payment method, your quantity of order, like the cadency of the order. There's a ton of things that can be called into question, and it's up to you to experiment with each and every one of them. Because if you can, again, that's just one competitive advantage that you can have over the masses of the people that are quit after that first cancel.
This
So-
you got it.
Will has asked us a couple times, wanted to answer for him. So he asked, does inventory performance mean anything? Like that score in your inventory?
No.
So like, I know you're shaking your head no, but like realistically it does. It like shows how healthy your inventory is. But as far as like what I worry about it, not really. Just focus on buy profitable stuff, make sure it sells, and then keep it in stock.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
that was a perfect answer.
The only time it matters is if you get under 450. So just make sure you're not close to 450. If you are, sell more stuff. That's the easiest way to do it.
This
So there's just so few things that matter if you're under 100K per month in revenue. There's so few things.
Yeah, if it's not sourcing product or talking to Amazon sellers, it probably doesn't matter very much.
Or increasing your capital, right?
Yeah.
Increasing capital, increasing product capability, and or increasing your network. There's nothing else that matters.
Yeah, that's the reason why all the guys you see who get rich quick with this stuff, all they talk about is buying, sourcing with the boys and FBM and stuff. Like that's the only thing you hear them say that worked, because that's the main drivers that do it.
Miles said, "Get rich quick." Confirmed scammer.
Yeah. More so, fulfilling a ton of FBMs. Yeah. I saw this dude on Twitter was playing basketball in Miami, like a park I recognized, and I commented and tagged Wi-Fi. I was like, "We in there?" And then he like called me out on the timeline. So I dropped the Addy for him to come today, and now he just confirmed with me that he's coming.
Was it the 500 tweet? I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, the one I texted you.
Yep.
That's funny.
He's coming today. Yeah.
Well, you gotta let us know if he's any good or not. Shad, good profit range. I mean, really, you should try and stay above 14-15% margin. If you get lower than that, you just lessen your room for error. Of course, every different product market's going to oscillate differently, act differently. It's going to be a lot of volatility embedded within each market. And if you can really kind of stay above that 15-16% range, especially OA, you're just going to be a lot more successful and healthy as a business. Now, as you scale, maybe get into wholesale, you can start to drop towards that 11-12% margin. But the key is when you start to drop that line a little bit, you have to know your numbers to the penny. Right, because there's less room for error, less volatility you can withstand. And again, once you take out taxes and you pay your VAs and your prep center, all these sorts of things, it starts to shrink, right? So as an OA seller, less than 100K per month, you can find stuff that's over 15% margin.
Yeah, FTC enters the chat. I also saw Michael asking recommended tools for RAOA. All you need is keep a seller amp, and then after you make your first $1,000 in sales, so you probably get a repricer like B Core, one of those. But keep it cheap, keep it simple. 888
cheap, keep it simple. It's the name of the game. Increasing capital is big W. Garrett Miles. Can I hold $1 to do that?
Lisa said, as a beginner, should I get a business license? I have plenty of used things to sell on eBay. So Lisa, as a beginner, it's not really 100% necessary. Just get your feet wet, sell that stuff on eBay, those used products on eBay. And then if you decide you want to jump over to Amazon, then start with something like online arbitrage or retail arbitrage and get your feet wet on Amazon.
What up, Riot Javelin Gaming? Interesting. Young Steppa. Best Canadian sites. Not super educated on that. It's wherever's carrying the products you want to sell. You know what I mean? So like, whoever's selling Nike, whoever's selling the other popular brands. I think that's a major misconception is beginners think we're buying from like weird websites. Like I buy a lot of stuff on Kohl's. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? Like that's like as big a site as it could be. You know?
Yeah. What are the biggest sites in Canada? Probably that's where you're gonna find your most of your inventory.
And there's probably some like low key like RA places up in Canada that can probably pump.
True.
Like the grocery outlets, like the those small sort of niche stores.
Bro's leaking the lemonade spot with the cup.
Yeah.
I've done 200. Was that euros? Is that?
Yeah, 2,600 euros. Yeah, Ricardo's a seed oil avoider too, so we rock with him for life.
That's awesome, Ricardo. Yeah, keep it up. That's a good start.
Yeah, keep avoiding the seed oils too. How to ungate Neutrogena and Stanley Cups. Whatever big website you know that carries those, purchase 10 of the cheap product and submit that email confirmation. You'll be good to go.
Yep, probably wherever you found it profitably already.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey, there's a wholesale question for you from Misha.
Yeah, so Misha said, should I wait to set up my website first or just start emailing brands with the intent to get their authorized distributors? So you don't have to have, like, I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, don't start reaching out to brands until you have your website set up. Like start reaching out right away. But that's something you might want to build kind of in the meantime, like having a good website. You don't have to sell anything on it. It can just basically say, this is what my company is. Like, this is who we are and this is what we do. Just a one-page informational site. So that way, when suppliers look you up, they see that you're a legit business and it increases your chances of landing those accounts.
Do we think dude's going to be good at basketball?
I don't know. If he comes in that hot, probably not as good.
Probably played.
What did he do? Did he like actually call you out and be like, "Yo, look, let's go"?
I think it was banter. I think it was banter.
No, I'm not sure it was banter, but I don't think like people drastically underestimate. Like if you didn't like at least play in high school, I'm gonna bust your ass. Like and Garrett knows this. Like it's true. Yeah,
I believe it. No, I believe it. I've heard you're good, better than I'd expect. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Rimbrazer junior year. I try to ungate using Target a lot. I know every site doesn't like. Yeah, Target's a great example of something that works all the time. Yeah.
Better than I'd expect. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, Matt. They took.
I haven't even
about
seen him play. I'm just going off of what I hear.
Yeah, we're out the sales rank. What's going on, guys? The number of brands that you sell. And I'm not having a lot of luck.
I offered last time, Pete.
Finding
I was in
all right, we'll
Miami.
run it
They
when
were
you get
playing
back.
basketball.
Yeah. All right, we'll run it when you get back. Do you play in high school?
Bro, I've been waiting for that for over a year, Pete.
I'm not having a lot of luck. There's no such thing as luck. You need to figure out how to get products cheaper on different websites. The different discounts that exist, that's going to make stuff good. It's not finding stuff at good prices. It's making stuff good via the different discount methods that exist. So discounted gift cards, coupon codes, holiday sales, like combining all that stuff, right? So like, for example, Mother's Day is coming up, Memorial Day, Father's Day, 4th of July. Each time those come around, there's going to be lots of holiday sales. Tack on a coupon or tack on a discounted gift card. Now a lot of stuff's going to be profitable.
Have any of those perk boys committed anywhere?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you later. Leads are everywhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, unlimited leads, really. And that's like for you guys doing arbitrage, like everyone wants to sell like the Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, that type of stuff. There's tons of profitable opportunities to be found within those brands. But I mean, just like we talk about with wholesale, there's going to be a lot of opportunity in those like unsexy niches too. So look at buying like tools, look at buying automotive products, look at buying maybe some like obscure ethnic groceries. Like there's going to be a lot of opportunities out there outside of just like your traditional Nike stuff.
Dude, I think one of the biggest slept on RA places is Home Depot. There's probably so
I
much
bet,
money.
I bet there's certain people out there who sold businesses off. Yeah,
find a random
I've sold like a
that
big
goes
kitchen
hard.
faucet.
Yeah.
I sold like a huge kitchen faucet before, and it was like one of my most profitable OA products ever.
There's
like,
probably ridiculous amounts of money just sitting on Home Depot.
There's also a ton of ability to do FBM and charge for expedited shipping because people are like actively working on projects and want it quicker.
Well,
that's so true.
That's a good angle there. That's a very good angle there. Yeah.
So Michael had a good question I want to address. So he said, what are your opinions on lead lists? And so I assume you're mainly talking about OA, right? Or yeah, I guess OA, not even retail arbitrage. And I want to get your guys' take as well. But like for me, and I think I've heard Chris Grant say this, and I think it makes a lot of sense. The value in the lead list is not going to be so much in like the product on the list itself, because other people are going to buy those. The value of the lead list is like in the brands and the like adjacent leads to those on the lead list. So like looking deeper into a certain brand of a product that's on a lead list might be more fruitful than just like buying those products themselves. What do you guys think as far as like lead lists and the value there? Like, are they worth it? Are they not worth it?
Get it for like 1 or 2 months if you have plenty of money, like 5K plus, and then cancel.
Yeah, find the boys though.
Yeah, that's what actually grows the business.
Yeah.
That is one of the more interesting comments about Garrett. It's not an insult. Like it's just
the dude on the top right definitely plays cricket.
Some listings of a certain product has a random seller storefront as the brand. Yeah, don't sell those products, TK, because that is misrepresenting the brand, which is technically counterfeit infringement, which is even outside of Amazon is you can get legal trouble for that.
Asking for headaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one tells Jeff about the Rise and Grind merch though. Let's keep that on the low for now.
Why even mention it?
2.0 coming out soon.
Really?
Low key.
Ooh.
Is this one also a little?
We're hoping to be a little bit more.
Dialing it back a little bit.
Pete's big on speed. He's big on speed.
Facts.
Let's see, morning routine for product sourcing. That's a good question, Lucas. Yeah. Check the catch-all email. It's a great place to start. Check like Sales Gazer. I know Chris is in chat. Check like open up your 10 to 15 favorite websites you buy a bunch from. Click Capital One Shopping on it. See what coupons are going on. And then after you've done that for 10 minutes or so, you're gonna have a much better idea of where to reverse source, where to run some keeper product finder on. Like you just have a much better picture.
Also, click into some of the stuff that you sold the past day or the past couple hours. That's an immediate. Corey was talking about the adjacencies, right? That's an immediate rabbit hole that you can dig into. Immediately 5, 10, 15, 20 different smart sellers, hundreds of warm products that someone has bought at some point profitably that you can likely find and map back to 50 different OA sites. There's always a different place to start. It's just picking what you want to focus on for that session and digging in.
Christopher, it's Sales Gazer. It's this free tool our buddy Chris made that shows you the email flows from different websites, so you can figure out when they have deals going on. Yeah. Okay. Garrett does not play cricket.
I thought it was a joke.
He's kind of running with it.
Going ham.
He keeps going.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, all right. And
I think we need a timeout.
Yeah, get him out.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, band. Oh, the hammer. Oh.
No, that's
can't be
timeout.
talking
No,
about
no, that's
cricket.
timeout.
No,
Timeout.
that's a
That's
ban.
timeout.
No,
Yeah,
that's
we're
a
talking
ban.
about cricket.
Anybody that talks about
Cricket is strictly
not a
forbidden
good
on
fan.
Money Monday.
Oh, shit.
You get teed up for,
Straight to the red
talking
card.
about-
No
yeah,
yellow
yeah.
card. He skipped the mustard. He went straight for the red card.
Recommendations breaking past 100K mark with OA. That's going to be, to get past that, you have to either have really good connections or good systems. More easily is probably systems to get to after 100K. So that's when you start hiring people. You get a prep center, all that kind of stuff, right? So you got to dial stuff in.
I think a lot of people overestimate the volume of ASINs needed to get to 100K.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we've known people that have gotten to 100K per month with 5, 10 SKUs, different ASINs, right? And I think the efficiency comes with like the compounding and repeating those orders. If you can find a couple SKUs that you can hammer the volume that move fast from sites that want your money, that's really the secret sauce, right? It's not meant to be overcomplicated. It's find some bangers, find places that want your money, and that's a match made in heaven.
Well, it's also too just like spending enough money, right? So like set a spend goal, and you know how much you need to spend to achieve a certain level of revenue, and then just hit that goal every week, and you'll get there like automatically.
Yeah, I mean it's like 50, 60K spend per month. You'll get to 100. It's just a matter of making sure that spend is obviously quality.
For sure.
This is a good one. Okay, so Pedro, here's the Uncle Flips jigging special. So if you live in like a street address, like just a house, essentially like a standalone, start adding appointment numbers and make sure your delivery driver is cool. Like show love to him or her, give him some gifts or whatever, right? Let him know he might be doing a little finagling here and there, maybe add an apartment number. And so switch up the name. You want to isolate the variable. Typically it won't be the shipping address. Sometimes it will be. Ideally it's not going to be the shipping address, but if it is, do like, if you live on a street, you can put ST, STR, STREET, STRET, right? You could STREETT, right? There's a bunch. No, I mean, this is what it took to make 10K profit in 1 month from Eastbay back in the day during Q4. Like,
what software do you use to run accounting, especially to start off? QuickBooks. QuickBooks is probably going to be the easiest and the most used solution.
Yeah, just get a bookkeeper, really. Especially if you're serious about the business.
Catching up the Rise and Grind merch is above board. 2.0 it will be. 2.0.
There we go.
Facts.
Yeah, and although you don't need that, just seller and keep it a source. Amazon ever ask you to provide supplier invoice? Yeah, that is an absurd ask, and they understand how ridiculous that is. You're not going to be able to get that. So we just keep opening cases or call on the phone at that point. They're just sending you a dead end. So just talk to somebody on the phone. Usually get a better answer.
Ooh, that sounds good, Christopher. Yeah, man, that sounds good.
Yeah, Chris, Zero is what we use in our business, right? It doesn't link directly with your Amazon account. You have to use another tool like a Link My Books or an A2X, but your bookkeeper should be familiar with that if they're familiar with e-commerce, and they should be able to set that up for you.
Yeah, add an apartment number if you don't. If you just got a house, no problems with delivery. Yeah.
Yeah. What happens if the invoice doesn't go through? You resubmit it. That it'll probably happen about maybe 80% of the time or so.
So if somebody asks quarterly or monthly bookkeeping, definitely monthly. Yeah, your book. If you're using a bookkeeper, they should be able to give you a profit and loss statement and a balance sheet every month for the previous month, and it should be accurate.
Oh man, Uncle Garrett just dropped some heavy sauce there in the private chat. Ooh.
It definitely is doable.
What are the main apps should have selling books and other items? Really, all you need for that is Scout IQ. Dix is tough with that. Pause, Ian. Just give him a call and see if fake ID, fake phone number, any suggestion. I've always had success with Dix on PayPal. Back to 9 to 5, much love. I slid in your
Dix
ID.
also like forgets you after a while. Like we were getting heavy cancels, you just stop buying for a month, you come back and you just rip it again.
I don't know
A
why.
lot of sites are like that.
They still just show love to me. Like after all these years,
Always.
after everything we've been through, they're
And
still.
that's why like telling people what sites do and don't cancel is pointless. Like
nothing.
those tools are useless. Like all that kind of like run it up until you get it
get rich.
canceled. Don't
You
let
just-
some
like,
tool tell you
you
not to
never
buy
know.
something.
You
Yeah.
never
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, except like Target, and
I think that's the unanimous.
That might be the
unanimously
unanimous one,
accepted
yeah.
one.
yeah.
Like our Chewy's pretty tough too. Chewy, like they got a whole department that just emails resellers, like sassy emails, I think.
Yeah. Come on, y'all. Like let's get rich together.
Let's make some
get
money
rich
together.
Yeah. Come on, man. Can you use Dix on you? Yep. Yeah. Any big site. Yeah. Daily average spending compared to having isolated big spending days. Isolated big spending days by far because the deals are not created equal each day.
Yeah. Always buy good inventory when you see it, but don't feel like a failure because you didn't spend $1,000 every day or something.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why. That's exactly why when we start talking about like the spending goals, it doesn't make sense to track it daily. Even weekly is kind of sus at some important points because if you don't have that sort of like Amazon maturity, then you can kind of see yourself starting to force buys to meet your goals when in reality the better spending can happen the last week of the month in which you can spend your entire month's capacity work. So
we're also like a couple weeks away from when the rest of the year where things get very, very easy. You got Mother's Day, you got Father's Day, you got back to school, you got 4th of July, Memorial Day, all these random holidays are going to be a ton of sales to take advantage of. So we're pretty much out of the dark ages of like the first couple months of the year.
Like
early
you're gonna
May,
start
right?
seeing Wendy's employees tossing up like 8K days, approximately like 2.5 months. You know, like people who you literally think look like the dude who like, you know what I mean, like is struggling. Like dudes who are getting like C- in like algebra 2 in 10th grade, like are throwing up like they're throwing up 8K days and shit on the backpacks.
This guy, how does he keep getting back in here?
All right, so I did put him in timeout.
I
did put him in
This
timeout.
time it might be the.
Let's see it. No, I'll see how many more times he sets it. If he gives it 4 more times, he's gone.
April shouldn't be too bad, Matt. April's typically probably I'd say second best month of the year so far behind January.
Yeah, it's always just do you have good product or not?
Also, like month, if you are anywhere under like 200,000 a month, even then your micro scale should be way outpacing any. April sales are down 3% compared to last year on Amazon. Like none of that matters. You should be growing way faster than the market is, closing by 3% or 2% or whatever it is.
Worrying about that stuff is a complete distraction and is completely useless.
Yep. You can use Michael's. Any retailer that puts your information on it will work for ungating y'all. Any brand, any website, as long as it's legit, put your info on it, you're good.
And if you guys have any wholesale questions too, ask away.
Corey's feeling left out today.
I feel like usually there's a good amount of wholesale questions, but today they're really.
Corey's like, I'm here too.
I've never heard someone sound so lonely in my life.
I'm so lonely down here.
Corey, how do I find my very first wholesale distributor? I'm an OA seller doing $25,000. I think that's my first time ever getting kicked.
It definitely.
You and Mr. Lemon are going into timeout.
Oh wow, we lost Miles on that one.
Banning himself.
It'd be nice if we can just keep him out once he's out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like lock the door.
Money Monday, last man standing, king of the hill.
You need the stream.
Somebody said, what kind of website should I make to get approvals from a brand? So that's what I was saying earlier, right? Your website doesn't need to necessarily sell anything. What works really well is just like a one-page website that just says who you are and what you do. Simple as that. It's more of a landing page than anything else.
Okay, iFlex. So everywhere you can use, brother. Like you've been progressively going up the line of like bigger and bigger retailers. So like if they're gonna take some random small brand website, which they will, they're gonna take Costco and Walmart and any other big site you can think of, man. Like every single one.
For wholesale, do you need a sales tax permit for every state your distributor is located? No, you don't. So they're going to ask for a reseller certificate, usually in the ship to state, right? So if you're shipping to New York, they're going to ask for a New York resale certificate, for example. More than likely. Some of them are lazy and don't ask, but most of them will.
What up, Islam? Good to see you in here again, family. I wonder if that VA from last week got a job.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Got a little networking going on in the chat.
Yeah, Pedro, it totally could be the email address, man. Oh, if you're using a catch-all email, perfect. Yeah, sweet, man. You already got that set up, man. Good.
Yep.
Yeah, start ripping the catch.
How to maintain margins as you scale. That's a oh my god. What the hell? That sounds like a dog from another dimension. Make sure you're doing a monthly audit of what is and isn't working. So check category, check your best and worst products, check your best and worst suppliers, and then dive in and see like, oh, all the Walmart stuff we're buying is tanking. Why? Oh, there's no coupons. We need to look for harder to find stuff, right? So you'll start to see patterns, and the more you just kind of audit what is and isn't working, the more you focus on the stuff that is.
I mean, yeah, Bulldog, you'll have to get a bunch of cancels somewhere though to avoid it, you know.
Dude he did become a VA in 5 minutes. But I mean, he took the advice and ran with it though. Like he ran with it.
That's the thing. You know how many American men would take 6.5 months and ask their wife 18 times if they could become a VA? And that dude became a VA in 45 seconds.
So I'm gonna do to learn now. Who wants to hire me? Like that was lit.
He said, I am VA, please hire me.
Can you change your current FBA Amazon if there's a better selling listing? No, but that is a major advantage for FBM, as you can switch your items between different listings.
Yeah, good thinking on that, guys. Like if you look up Nike black hoodies, you'll see there's a few listings for the sportswear ones. You can sell on both those concurrently. Yeah, Section 3 every now and again, significantly less than it used to be, and everyone's beating them. It's honestly
waves of them too.
Are y'all getting them?
Like a random. It just seems like it's kind of random, honestly. Like
if you have the documentation, you're going to beat it.
Yeah, you'll beat
100%.
it. 100%. Yeah. That is the nice part. I haven't seen anyone who's doing it by the book lose.
Interesting banter on the timeline yesterday about that. We're not going to dive into it, but there's some interesting things going on in regards to that. Where do you look for coupons? Okay, that's probably the best question so far today. So you want to have all the coupon extensions. So you want to have Capital One Shopping, Coupon Birds, Retail Me Not, Rakuten, Top Cashback, and Be Frugal. You want to check on Google always. So Google like Foot Locker coupons, you'll find some that way. Just clicking around on the website, some might pop up. Other sites have bulk discounts or subscribe and save discounts or military, nursing, etc. if you qualify for those as well. And then sites that don't have those typically will have banger sales around the holidays. So you want to use SalesGazer and have a burner email address that has accounts on those websites so you get notified of them. Without the invoice? Oh no, you don't. No. If they approve you, brother, you don't need to send them anything, man. If they auto engage, you're good to go, man. You need to send anything with that.
Way to check wholesaler authenticity. Yeah, I mean, like Better Business Bureau, look up their LLC like filings, that kind of stuff. Corey, is there anything else you're looking for?
Yeah, just like look up their address on Google Maps and like look at the Google Earth view and zoom in, like see if it's an office building or a warehouse. That's what it should be. I saw somebody on the timeline the other day saying like, hey, this wholesaler just got busted for selling a ton of counterfeit like water filters. Ooh. You zoom in on the address and it's a dude's house. It's like an 800 square foot house somewhere in like New York. It's like that's very obvious.
There weren't authentic products coming out of some random tiny house.
Damn. Okay, this is a good question too. So, or not a question. So Ghost Fam says Card Bear, they always say I'm doing fraud. They always cancel my orders essentially for fraud. That's good. Every gift card place does that because they don't want you to be money laundering, which is completely reasonable, right? So you want to hit them up and see if they have a bulk or a reseller program, which pretty much all of them do.
And you get bigger, better discounts with going to any of those B2B channels.
Facts. I'm an active dating new. Hey, all right. Riot Javelin, hit the DMs on Twitter. I'll plug you in on some good military discounts.
Yeah, take advantage of that stuff.
How do you earn money via Shopify or FBA? Watch some YouTube videos, man. You'll get the basics of it. Why do people use Apple Pay to check out rather than a card? Apple Pay has good discounts for Nike, good cash back. And then other than that, it's an order cancel avoidance trick, or it's just way faster than doing PayPal or credit card.
Yeah, it saves your information. And there is also some extra security authentication similar to PayPal. Just another layer.
Yeah, Michael said I did the Google Earth thing, and the address for a beauty distributor was a CVS store in California. Yeah, exactly. So I would run from them immediately, right?
All right, this dude's in my DMs talking more. He said, all good, boys better be warmed up. So he's either going to be insanely good and he's going to bust my ass, or he was just talking a ton.
He's definitely talking a ton.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're going to find out, man.
Yeah, John, if you
Discounts
if
on
you
the
go through any of the
discount
B2B
gift cards.
portals and then pay cash, you get an extra like 3 to 5%.
Yep. Obviously, mess up your cash flow a little bit if you're a newer seller, but if a product doesn't sell within a month, are you charged for it staying at the warehouse? I think after 30 days, yeah, it's like short-term storage fees, but it's 76 cents a cubic foot or something like that. So it really doesn't matter. Shouldn't have, especially if it's there on month 2, it should be sold by then.
Do you guys pay a lot?
You guys pay a lot in storage.
It depends if you're managing your order or your stock history effectively in terms of like how long stuff's been around. Which, if you have a good sell through rate, I think the days in inventory metric on Seller Central is really helpful for that. You should be able to manage that pretty well. Because when you're a beginner, you should be doing a lot of FBM. So you're learning, testing lighter quantities and selling stuff quicker. So you're learning a lot quicker with less risk. So then by the time you're doing mostly FBA, you have a really good dialed in system and you're buying stuff that you know is going to do well.
Dang.
So Andy asks, how much budget do you advise to start wholesale, and is it easier to connect at a trade show versus cold calling? So to start wholesale, typically I'd recommend 5 to 10K in cash for inventory. You can start with a little less than that, but it's going to be easier if you have at least 5 to 10K. Now, as far as landing suppliers, yeah, doing it face-to-face at a trade show is by far going to be the most effective way, but that's not realistic for a lot of sellers. So second best would be either calling and emailing, and kind of like a combination of those two methods just from home.
For sure. Aces of the auto ungating. Some of them will. It's like completely dependent on your account though. So just rip them and then start selling the brands that you do get auto ungated in.
Ooh, good one. Here we go. How do you win the buy box from FBA when you are selling it FBM? So the key is that you don't necessarily do that. You more so just win the FBM buy box on listings that other folks are FBMing as well. So a blend of FBA and FBM, or all FBM, the latter being pretty rare. The way you do that is you look at the delivery dates of all the sellers on the listings, and if you can beat them or match them using 1-day handling time or ideally 0-day handling time, and you can price competitively and still be profitable, you'll be able to get the buy box. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, Pedro, man, ask if they got a bulk program. Yep, that's exactly how it works. If you're talking about, if that was the gift card question, if we're talking order cancels for OA, that might not be a site you want to buy from long term. Cricketer, okay. I like this guy. I like this guy.
Hey, you cricketer.
I'm trying to figure out what his intent is, though.
What's up?
What's he trying to get out of this? You know?
I don't know. I guess if I play, if I play cricket.
No,
he wants a Garrett cricket stream, I think.
Yeah.
You look serious.
Right, man, yeah. Oh, order cancels. Okay, yeah, it's probably not a bulk friendly set, unfortunately.
Yeah. How do you win the buy box from FBA selling at FBM? Make your shipping template a little bit better. On some listings, they're just not gonna share with you though. So basically, like you'll just go in and say, "Hey, I can get my items to these states in this amount of days," and you can usually do a little bit faster than the defaults. If you want to copy like a shipping template setting, I have a video on my channel. It's like max, like a big FBM guide for you.
Cool. All right, so I'm about to put up my first listing here. Yeah, Tiv, that sounds good. Yeah, Tiv, hit my DMs or reschedule, and we'll talk with that.
Where's George at?
Oh yeah, you want to see him?
Is it time? Is it time, boys?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Eric, or Tiv. Is Amex Gold for OA? Amex Plum's better.
I'd go with the Plum, yeah.
Yeah, Plum's better.
MX Gold's kind of useless if you're just trying to buy stuff.
Yep. Should you not use the template Amazon has? Theirs is a little overly cautious. So if you fix it up a little bit, you'll be making way more FBM sales.
You got a haircut since last time I think he was featured. He's got a bandana now too.
Is that a standing desk?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a standing desk. Yeah.
He can wave. Yeah, he doesn't like it. So I'm not putting that.
That was a good George toss today.
Good for
quality George toss.
Gotten heavier.
Yeah, that was great for him.
I give that like a 8.5, 9 on the little
One of my better ones.
holding up the cards at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Why the plum? It gives you some extra flexibility with your money cycle. If you pay 10% every 30 days, you get an extra 30 to pay the other 90, and so that just allows you to spend a bit more, especially if you're FBMing. It's super powerful.
Corey, what was the buy cost on the dog?
Like $3K.
Oh, did you use the 10% though?
I used the 10% plus I used Be Frugal plus I got the discounted gift card plus it was a 4th of July sale.
So to be clear, you bought your dog on a 4th of July sale with a card bear.
Are there any offers on the listing
no,
beforehand?
that's true.
Okay, that's a perfect Twitter bio trying to FBM my way out of the Navy. Because if you have that, it like people immediately know your mission, right? And then they'll help with it.
Yo.
All right, leave your thoughts in the chat. Is this random guy from Twitter gonna bust me on the basketball court? Let me know, right? Let us know. He's talking a big game. We'll find out. I'll keep y'all updated on that as well. Yeah, all right, yeah. Let's get some clapping emojis for Garrett too. This is Garrett's last one.
Big congrats. The basketball send off is not the send off today. It's our last time with an unmarried.
Leave the clapping emojis. I need you guys to spam the clapping emojis. I'm gonna go over to Emojipedia and get it up too here.
We'll see you guys later in the week. At least one.
If we hit the wedding stream.
Oh,
yeah. All right, hit the clapping emojis in there. Michael, hit the DMs and I'll hook it up with the shirt. Yeah. Do you believe you went? Okay. All right. Oh no, Mr. Lyman saying no. Okay. All right. Appreciate y'all, family. Have a great day. We'll see you guys next Monday. Love you guys. I'm gonna go see if this dude's really good at basketball or not. Have a great one.
See you guys.